What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. If you're a returning viewer, you probably knew me as a guy who sat in his computer looking at the auction master all day. But you don't know who I am. I was an auction flipper and a lowballer who made just a little bit over 200 billion coins in net worth, and I gave away 50 bill when I quit 2 years ago. Well, enough of that sob story. This series is going to be one of my greatest projects and biggest ever. The series is simple. I add my alt account to my main profile and I'm gonna attempt to speed run to an insane amount of coins, net worth, skills, slayers, everything. I'm hoping to get 50 bill, but who knows? I'd even go for 100. Why should you watch this series though? I don't actually know, man. You clicked on the video. I mean, you tell me. But this series is going to be a restart to show a player who used to have a max account back in 2021 to having a fresh start after 3 years of not playing. I don't know anything about the game. I don't remember much about the game. All I remember is just a few little things here and there. What are the rules, you may ask? I mean, that's simple. Rule number 1 is no contraband from viewers at all. Rule 2, also pretty simple. I can make money however I want, whether that's lowballing, flipping, zealots, mining, farming, you name it, literally anything, just not scamming. Rule 3, and my biggest rule, and the most important rule, I am not allowed to use anything from the chests you see on the screen right now, and to enforce this rule, every bit of content I do is fully recorded and shown in the videos. All the money I make is shown, all the drops I get are documented, and my API will remain on for both of my accounts, when and totally_Alex. Just if anyone's skeptical, they can check to see if I'm transferring any coins or helping my other account in any sort of way. You'll see net worth shift if I did do that. Anyways, with all of that boring talk out of the way, come on, let's go. You better been paying attention to the video. I just showed a lot of the smaller flips I did to make around 1 million coins already. This isn't going to be like my other series where I usually post like one episode and then make like hardly a dent into my net worth, like 500k or a mil or whatever. This series is going to be fast paced, fun. So a quick recap of what just happened was basically I bought a bunch of Pico Nimbus for around 100,000 coins, and the reason I did this was because I knew that they would sell for roughly 250 to 300k, and you just saw how many I bought. That's a lot of profit right there. Also got a full glacier armor set, that way I can start leveling up my combat to eventually start doing enderman to get full ender armor. By the way, I really wish I streamed this because I genuinely spent almost 15 minutes that I will never get back in my life trying to buy ender armor off the auction house. Thought my auction house was bugged, apparently not. Now it's soul bounded, but and then now here's me doing the rift. As you can see, I have no idea what I just did or what I was doing. I started punching these shy guys because I thought it was funny because they were shy guys. Get it? Like the ones from Mario. Slowly realized you could buy dragon fragments and craft into armor and flip it for almost 100 to 250k profit every single time. This money making method was beautiful because not only could you make profit off the flip, it also sold ridiculously quickly. I don't know why Young has such a high demand, but it does. I did this with also aspect of the ends, tree capacitators, wood affinity talismans, and grappling hook. Grappling hooks, you can see I relisted them for 50k and I only paid 2,000 coins to make them. That's a 48,000 coin flip. That is the best money making method by far early game, just to start doubling your net worth every single time. Craft flipping is honestly the best way to go for early game money in my opinion, because you can 1 make a bunch of it at once, and then 2 you can instantly sell them usually. Especially wood affinity talismans, I would make them for like 2,000 coins and relist them for 50 to 80k, and they would sell every single time. And no one can blame that I'm a YouTuber on this one because 1, my channel is dead, you know, no one knows about me right now, and 2, this is also an alt account, no one's even gonna know me. Here's me doing that young dragon method I was talking about. As you can see, I bought all the fragments for around 568,000 coins and relisted the chestplate for 850,000 coins. That's 256,000 coins profit after fees and taxes. It's a lot of coins for such an early stage of the game. After looking at soul stealer bows, I realized that I could buy a lot of these epic versions of dungeon items and sell them because they're recommed, and you wouldn't think that a epic dungeon item versus a rare version of it would be such a difference, but it's almost like 80 to 100k every single time, and I did that quite a bit just to make some extra money. And here's the grappling hook method I was talking about. I just bought a bunch of grappling hook ingredients, which is super simple. It's 3 enchanted string and 2 sticks, and you can turn this 1,000 coin item into a 50,000 profit flip. Now if you don't have the collection for it, don't worry, just go in the hub and ask someone to make it for you, or if you have a guild then ask them to do it, or a friend, or literally anything. Most people have the collection to do it. Now I wanted to enchant my aspect of the end to do more damage so I could start the void sword questline and start farming enderman to upgrade my gear, get equipment, and eventually start farming zealots. My whole plan was to use a raider axe, go in the end, smack him a bunch with my glacier armor, hopefully not die a bunch, and start farming enderman to get more combat XP to start increasing my damage and start farming zealots for money. Now you know the game plan, right? But how am I gonna get the void sword if it's 200,000 coins? Don't worry, I have a solution. I farmed a lot of mushrooms in order to sell it to the bazaar so I could then buy the void sword, and once I get the void sword, I enchanted it because I was still lacking in damage. I still could not kill enderman in one shot or even 3 shots because of the lack of enchants, meaning the lack of damage. And in the video, I'm using a raider axe to kill the enderman and not the void sword because I didn't actually have enough ender armor pieces or ender armor equipment to get the bonus from the void sword. It actually did less damage than the raider's axe, so I just stuck to using the raider's axe. Wood affinity talismans were one of the best flips to coin ratio I think I've ever had. I will craft each one for about 8 oak leaves and 1 enchanted oak wood, which is only around 1,000 coins to make, and I would relist each one for 80,000 coins, and surprisingly they all sold. That is the easiest 800,000 coins I've ever made in this game. And remember when I said I farm mushrooms? Well, apparently 20 minutes of mushroom farming can roughly make you 300,000 coins with just a grappling hook and an aspect of the end. That is an insane amount of money for a method that you only need around 2 things, which is a golden axe and a grappling hook. I made the money for my aspect of the end back and enough to buy the void sword after farming it for a little bit more than 20 minutes. That's insane to me. Next episode, you guys are going to see a lot more progress being made. This episode was just kind of an introductory to show you guys how the profile is going to be and what are the rules and all of that stuff, all that good stuff. And also how I made my first like 50 mil in the profile. Mind you, I made this 50 mil in one day. You know, yeah, pretty impressive. I know. I'm just joking. Self-glazing to the max, holy. In the video, you guys also probably saw that I have an enderman pet, which I don't think I showed it in the video, but I sniped him for like 50k or 10k. It might have been in the video. I might just be tweaking out. Here's me crafting all of the mushroom into enchanted mushroom, and you can see crazy price, 150k, and then I sold this one for 162k. Mind you, that was a 10-minute version of farming it. I was farming it pretty efficiently, granted, but still, that was only 10 minutes of farming, and I made like 300k, which is insane. And here's me doing the lone adventure quest line. Already did the quest line for the lone adventure with the raider axe you guys see, and now I'm just gonna enchant it a bit because I wanted to start farming the 6k enderman instead of the 4.5k, because I'm pretty sure the 6k enderman actually drop the ender armor and the ender accessories and all that way more often. I also took the enchanting table to my advantage, which gave me another skyblock level 45 now. And the reason I did this was because 1, I need to get my enchanting up, and 2, it's really easy skyblock level, and the higher skyblock level I am, the more damage I'm gonna do. This is just killing a bunch of endermen, but then I slowly realized I'm just outmatched by every single mage. Mages just insanely destroy every enderman. Like, they killed all the endermen I was trying to kill in literal seconds in front of my eyes. And that's all the auctions we had for the day. Let my future self explain to you what's about to happen right now. Hey, what's up everyone? Editor 2 here. This is the last bit of the video, but I wanted to talk about all these clips from all the way at the top to around right about here. These are all corrupted, every single one of them. And by corrupted, I don't mean I can't open them. I can, like, I'll show you guys. Which is the chest. You guys hear that? It picked up the Spotify, even though like I can show you guys right here. But you guys see sources right here. It's supposed to, so on scene 1, I haven't used scene yet. I don't use scene 1 when I'm doing like OBS, when I'm just trying to show you guys like my desktop, because scene 1 is for my like Minecraft videos only, like video recording. What OBS is you guys see these sources, you can basically add game capture where it only captures the game and it only captures the game's audio. But just to be safe, I also turned off audio output capture, turned off everything, I even had one that's called Spotify, turned that off because that's how I used to record. I used to have Spotify sounds disabled, I used to have Discord sound disabled, but every single one of these videos all the way up until that point right there, like all of these, literally all of these until right there where I said fixed mic, that's when I started, because all of this is just me playing the game, right? Which I will show you guys, like this was legitimately playing the game too. And you can see like it didn't even pick up my mic in this one. I don't know why. Everything I did was recorded. I got ender armor. That's kind of what these first few videos were. I was doing, you know, the end. You guys can see me farming in the end. I did a lot of ender note mining. I can show you guys real quick on my profile. If I show you guys right here, you guys can see 6 hours spent in the end, 7 hours in the dungeon or in the hub, and all of that good stuff. And that's literally what these, like this first half all the way until this point was. So this is when the profile was made, 4/11 at like 12 a.m. That's why it says 4:10 here, because it was made at 12 a.m. or it was made at like 11:55 p.m. so literally like 2 minutes apart, it's already 4:11. But from 411 all the way to 412. So this is 1 day's worth of progress. We made roughly, so we had 26 million coin net worth, which I had a full young set that I bought, and ender leggings. This is not true, by the way. In the next video or the next episode, or I think maybe 2 episodes from now, you guys will understand why I even have a recombed ender leggings by accident. But you guys can see, I was using a frozen scythe to farm enderman and zealots, and that's honestly how I made a good amount of my money. I think I got like 10 summoning eyes or something in like 2-3 hours, I don't remember. But so 26 million coin net worth with 36 million in the auctions, which, well, let's just subtract 7 mil because of the recom. The first day of playing the game, which it wasn't the first day, it was like the first 16 hours or something, I made 55 mil, which is, you know, not too bad. But I'm going to show you guys a little sneak peek over here right now. If I show you guys my net worth and then also show you guys my auctions, you guys can see 148 million coins net worth and then 50 mil in the auction house. We have around 200 million coin net worth, and this profile is 3 days and 4 hours old. So yeah, we made 200 million coin net worth in 3-day profile. This is what the skills are looking like: combat 21, farming 14, fishing 13, mining 19, forging, enchanting, alchemy, and then I'm cat of 14 right now. That's why I have full shadow assassin. This is the liver dagger I bought for 16 mil, and then these are like my pets. I'm working on this wolf pet. But you guys will see everything will make sense in the coming episodes. Like, I know it's really like shady to trust me on this one, because it's like, oh, you know, that's just in your favor that nothing got recorded and all of that, because, you know, none of this, which, mind you, these are actual like long videos. Like, okay, these are all just bad examples, but I think these are just summoning eyes. Let me check. Oh yeah, this was like a flip. These are all just flips that I recorded. You guys can see, like, so like I bought this right here, this wise dragon chestplate for 1.8 mil, and then relisted it for 2.1, and then I bought this wise dragon helmet, which I'm guessing sold for, yeah, 1.45. Everything was recorded though, everything. And if someone doesn't trust me for some reason about, like, if I'm lying about it or if I'm telling the truth, like, I can show you guys, like, look, this is a literal just clip of me getting a zealot. Yeah, there you go, special zealot, summoning eye, and like everything was recorded. It's unfortunate that none of it actually got, like, none of it could be used, but everything past this is able to be used. And let me show you guys right here. I have 4 million coins. It's 412, and this is like what my auction house is looking like, right? 17 auctions. Those are like most likely 10 to 20 million coins. I have an aspect of the dragons, full ender armor, and I also have a full young set. My talisman bag's a little bit getting worked on. But yeah, like, everything is just, you know, if anyone doesn't trust me on this profile, because I know it's already very sus and all that, you guys can literally ask me to send you any of this footage. If you really care that much, I'll send you. This was 15 gigabytes of recording. This is 13 gigabytes of recording. This is 25 gigabytes of recording. This clip alone, dude, was an hour and 15 of zealot farming and ender node mining. That's it. An hour and 15. Like, look, that's all I did. Like, and all of this is like recorded. And let me show you guys how much. So you guys can see 90 gigabytes worth of content right here that I can't use. Thankfully, the main actual important stuff, like the main amount of money that I made in this series, is all recorded. Thankfully, this was just the first 50 mil that wasn't recorded, which is I'm okay with, and I hope you guys are okay with it too.